Last time on AlphaCraft. Am I falling? Oh no. Well, hello there and welcome to AlphaCraft. We're still in the post office where we left off in episode 0. In case you missed it, I announced my being invited to the server in the What is a Gragore video. And we're picking up right where we left off. We've joined the server in the middle of Season 5, so we have a lot of catching up to do. The wonderful people here have given us many nice gifts to start us off with, but I always like the grind of the first few days to get yourself up on your feet, so I'm going to place all these gifts, except maybe some food, into my mailbox for later. I'm sure, very soon, I will grow tired of the grind and break these bad boys out of storage. That's what's known as foreshadowing. Now, on this server, we have the Blazing Caves Advancement Data Pack, so there are a ton of new achievements to be had, ranging from something as simple as picking up seeds to flying 100,000 blocks out in the end. So you'll see messages like these popping up in my chat from time to time. I probably won't comment on them too much as we go along, unless it's one of the bigger ones. But as you can see here, just holding all my gifts is giving me a ton of achievements and rewards. Not only does the data pack give you little achievements, it gives you little rewards based on whatever that achievement was for. The bigger the achievement is, the bigger the reward. You pick up seeds, you get some free seeds. So it's not overblown. So, that said, let's get all this stored away and start on our little grindy journey. So, I gathered some wood at the local tree farm, picked up a few stakes along the way, and did a bit of mining and torching. Torchman! I mined and torched and did not come back out into the fresh mushroom-laden air until I was fully clothed in iron. Then it was off on a journey to the high seas as the search for a place to call home began. We met some sheep along the way who were kind enough to donate their wool to Project Make a Bed. They were so kind. I made friends with a horse to speed up the journey. Then I remembered I don't have a saddle, and so continued walking on my already blistering feet. Eventually, I did find a spot that caught my eye. I made my way to the top of the mountain and took my first look at the new land, Gragore. Seriously though, I think this spot will make a good location for a base. I may build a tower or something up here on the peak, and there's lower levels to the mountain for farms and villagers to live at, and there's a flower forest at the base of the mountain and even a pool of lava for easy access to the nether later on. Yes, I think this will do nicely. For now, since I literally have no materials, I'm going to set up shop inside this hill until I can get back on my feet and can do something a little better. So I've been clearing trees around the base and wasn't paying too close attention to the time. And I really need to sleep, but I should probably check in and make sure no one else needs to. I've been kind of hogging the sleep cycle today, so always better to check. It's always funny how the list of things to do at the beginning is endless. Get a farm going for food, plant some sugarcane, gather some coal, blaze torches. Some days I just feel like a dog surrounded by an army of squirrels and no idea where to start. Okay, it's good for me to sleep. Ew, that's not good. Are they chasing me? Hopefully they're not chasing me. Oh, of course they are. All right, Mr. Editor Man, cue that energetic chase music. Really? That's the song you think of for a chase scene? We're gonna have a talk later on, but for now, let's see if I can get someone else to sleep and get me out of this mess. Ah, good. It's nice to know I'm safe and absolutely nothing can go wrong from here. Oh, no, no, no!
Ay, caramba! Crikey dingo!
That's a no-no word.
So, yeah, that happened. Leave it to a creeper to sneak up on a person while he's chatting. Dirty, rotten... You know, I usually pride myself on taking a while before that first kill happens, but, yeah, that happened in the first 2 hours in the server. Yep. All right, now, shake it off. Shake it off. After getting all my stuff back, I set up a basic sugarcane farm, built a short bridge across a nasty little ravine next to my hole in the hillside. Then I went back underground to gather some materials. Found my first diamond, but saved it for the alphas who were collecting ores for the harder-to-get achievements in blazing caves. Stone diamond ore is a hard one to find. Then I found my first mineable diamonds in a mine shaft under my base. Then I found even more diamonds. I found a vein of Deep Slate coal ore, met up with Spiderweb Ninja so she could mine it, and in true Gragore fashion, I completely forgot we have proximity chat installed on a server. You know, some days I truly feel like a noob. Spider had to come out and mine the blocks for me since I had no Silk Touch yet, but she was nice enough to loan me a Silk Touch pick in case I found more. Then I gathered some mobs in a pit. I promised to build them a proper corral later when I know where I want to put one. I eventually made a portal into the Nether using the lava pool for the obsidian. I realized I was pretty far out from spawn and it was important that I get reconnected as soon as I could in case I needed to get back there relatively quickly. I did some trading with piglins. Found my way over to a fortress because, you know, squirrels! I fought my first welly. Fought my first blaze. But eventually I remembered I was here to tunnel back to spawn. I marveled at the Nether Hub. This place is truly amazing, even though they're still working on it. It's not done. After a bit of time, I made my way to spawn and cooled my tootsies in the lush green grass of the soon-to-be former Mushroom Island. I think the season plan is to greenify the entire island. I'll probably be helping with that. I like my grindy tasks. Once I made my way back to the base, I decided it was time to dig a kelp pit. Nothing fancy, just a small manual kelp farm so I can save my coal for torches and use kelp to smelt everything else. But eventually, because I like it, I made it back underground for more materials, and I found a massive deposit of iron ore. I'm silk touching these for now so I can use a fortune pick on them later when I have one. And then this happened. First, my axe broke, leaving me weaponless. Then the baby zombie joined the party. I ran in a very manly way to try and get to a point where I could make a new axe when I ran into a cobweb. Blazing Caves rewarded me with some extra cobwebs, which it put into my empty slot, and I then panic placed while trying to punch the little nuisance. I was going to say punch the baby, but that sounds horrible. Somehow I managed to kill the original 2 zombies and must have had a complete brain fart moment as I just stood there and let more zombies approach. So here I am with very few hit points left, me effectively wearing tinfoil for armor, and 2 zombies punching my shield out of sync with each other, leaving me little chance to drop it and do anything to actually survive the moment. Now looking back, I probably could have used a bucket of water to save myself, but strategy means nothing to someone in full-blown panic mode trying not to die for the second time in the first 24 hours. I woke up at spawn, which it turns out was a good thing because if I had woken up at my base, I probably might not have recovered my things since I have no backup set of armor or weapons. I took a beat and let the irritation that I had let myself die a second time fade away and realized I had a full set of diamond armor in my mailbox. It was at this point that I thought it was time for grind mode to end, and I was being a fool for not taking advantage of the generosity of those who gave me the gifts in the first place. So I was off to my base to try and regain my items. I dashed as fast as a Gragore can dash through the nether. I leapt into a ravine without any thought of safety. I took a trust dive into a second ravine of much spikiness. I shot down the stairs like a greased pig looking to escape the bacon factory. I sprinted through mineshaft tunnels only to find... Oh, there's no mobs here. There's my stuff. Well, that was anticlimactic, but I got my stuff, so all's well that ends well. And after all that excitement, we're back at the base. I've been hard at work trying to pretty things up around here. You know, upgrade things from just a hole in the side of a hill sort of thing. So I expanded the hole to include a full-blown storage area. Things were getting a bit hard to find with everything just crammed in whatever chest I was standing closest to, but I'll give you a tour in a minute. I've been at this for a while, and I'm a little tired, need a little break. So I'll just AFK over here for a while and let the kelp grow while I take care of things in the real world. See you in a minute.
2 hours later.
So, yeah. I fell asleep for a while, and, I appear to have been, placed inside a box of obsidian. You know, I had heard rumors that it was dangerous to go AFK on here, and, and it looks like it's true. All right. Let's take a look at who's been online and, see if we can figure out who might have done this. Well, I don't know. There's Frill and Generous and Spider and Marky and, I don't know. It could have been anybody, right? I mean, there's just no way to know who could have done this, right? Right? All right. Let's see if we can get out of here. Thankfully, we have diamond picks now. I still have the pick from Spider, and I've since made a Fortune 3 pick, so... I wasn't holding anything when I went AFK, but, I don't think they knew I had picks, but thankfully I do. Ah, good. It looks like whoever it was that pranked me was nice enough not to trap it or anything. I swear I watched one of the AlphaCraft videos, and I think it was Richard who pranked Frill by putting some lava at the exit. With the box next to the lava pool, I couldn't know if it was trapped with lava or if I was just hearing the lava pool by the portal. Next time I go AFK, I'll have to make myself harder to find, although that's kind of hard with the live map mod we use on AlphaCraft. If you didn't know, you can go to the AlphaCraft website and see who's logged on and where they're at, or even get a little hint of what they might be working on. Makes it a little hard to hide, so maybe the trick is to trap the area around the AFK spot for any potential prankers? I'll have to give that one some thought. Now, to be fair, the welcome wagon did come bearing more than just a box of obsidian. I did find this inside the shack, and I cannot say how much I need all of that. So, if this comes with every prank, then I say, bring on the pranks. But... that said, I think it's time to wrap up this episode. I'll show you around the base next time. But until then, I have been Gragore, and this has been AlphaCraft. Wherever you are and whatever you find yourself doing, always try and find a way to make it fun. See ya!